everybody, welcome on into the Coubs Corner Podcast, episode 3 with your boy Chris Yacoub. See Yacoub713 on the Twitter, Coubs Corner Pod on the Twitter. Y'all know I'm part of the DaTailgate show, also on the Twitter, rolling in with B. Diddy, Air Jer, True Biscuits and Gravy. Those are my guys. Follow them. Follow us. We follow you. We love you if you love us. Gonna go into some quick topics today. Nothing too crazy, nothing too long. Again, I always keep you under 10. Today's gonna be even shorter because it's been slow. So let's dive right on in. Number 1, Ryan Bates. Who? I mean, I get it on the last pod when I was talking about this guy. I think he'd be a decent depth move. I think he would have been something that for that price that he got, that $4 million a year, be something worth taking a flyer on. Guess what? We did. We came in where I thought we would come in at. A little surprised by the 4 years, but regardless, it had to make the AAV make sense. I get it. And Buffalo matched. Guess what? We didn't get a bench player. Oh no. At the end of the day, no one here knew who the hell this guy was 2.5 weeks ago. So we're coming into this conversation freaking out saying, oh no, Poles missed, this, that, the other. Poles didn't miss. He made an offer that this guy accepted. Buffalo just decided they wanted to keep him. That's not Poles' fault. Also, at the end of the day, who cares? You know what my equivalency to Ryan Bates is? Every single offensive lineman we have starting for our team and the ones that we just got rid of. This guy is average. Average. If he was excellent, he would be starting. He couldn't beat out terrible talent on a bad O-line. Yet, for some reason, we think this dude is the next Hall of Fame freaking bronze bust offensive lineman. He's not. He would have been okay at best. He's at best James Daniels. That's his peak to me. Whatever. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Enjoy your time in Buffalo. Enjoy the new stadium that you got. I'm not terribly upset. I would like to see some signings on the offensive line. I think that would be a good thing to do at this point in time. But you know what? At this point as well, with what's left out there, give me some good draft picks. Okay? I mean, that's kind of where I am. Maybe a trade or two. Whatever. Moving on. Number 2. Trevor Siemian. Speaking of trades, Nick Foles. This conversation goes hand in hand. Trevor Siemian, don't like the guy. Think he sucks. That's just me personally. I think he's fine as a journeyman backup. I think it's kind of his peak. He'll come in and he'll do a very good job of handing the ball off to Monty. That is about it for him. But you know who else did that? Nick Foles. Guess how much Nick Foles is making versus Trevor Siemian? My point exactly. I think getting rid of Nick Foles is the win here. I think that Trevor Siemian basically just fills a roster spot, and he's not some guy I've never heard of like Ryan Bates doing it. So that's alone its own win. But at the same time, what are we going to get for Nick Foles? My guess, the 7th round pick, maybe conditional 6th, in 2097. We're not getting shit for this guy, okay? I have no expectations of any return for him. I just am glad to see the contract eventually come off the books when he does move. That brings me to topic number 3. Ryan Poles in the free agent market and the moves that he's made. This is more directed at you, Twitter. Give the guy a break. He's been here for a month. That's it. Maybe a month and a half. I don't know when the hell they made the announcement, but he hasn't been here long. He hasn't gone through a third of the offseason. He hasn't gone through a regular season. And you guys want this man crucified already. You want his head in a freaking stake. It's ridiculous. Chill out. You have to realize Ryan Pace handed this dude a pile of crap. And when he went to wipe it away, you're surprised there's still shit on the toilet paper. This is nuts. Give him some time. Give him some real time to evaluate. You can't come out of the gate trying to kill this guy. And he hasn't done anything to deserve that, to warrant that. And hell, he hasn't done anything to deserve anything else either. He hasn't done anything to wow anyone, so I get why you're kind of upset. But we are so conditioned to the Ryan Pace way, which is a grossly overpay Andy Dalton. And we just go into this with this full head of steam thinking we're going to get every major free agent on the market. No. The only reason why we got those guys was because we overpaid them. We gave them way more than anyone else was willing to offer. And for that fact, that's why they came here. Guess what? We sucked last year. We sucked the year before. We kind of sucked that year too. At the end of the day, they came here because of the dollar signs. You're seeing now we're not offering grade A money they don't want to come here. Why? Because we're not a winning team. You have two players in this league. Guys who want to win, guys who want to get paid. Tyreek Hill wants to get paid. He went somewhere that he never has a chance of winning. We're not offering those contracts anymore. We're trying to find the in-between to build a culture, to build a winning team, to build something that matters here so that players will want to come here without the $50 million contract, but want a chance at a ring. That is what Foles is building. That is what I believe in. It is organic growth. It is sensible growth. I'm in on it. I just got to see how this plays out. Because guess what? Although I like what I'm seeing from Foles, which is limited, don't get me wrong, it is. I like what he is bringing in from a culture standpoint. I don't know what the hell the result's going to be. No one does. You just got to give it time. Grade him after next season. That way he has 2 full seasons and 2 full off seasons to really make his mark. I think next season you'll see something a little bit different even when he has his own scouts in here. But for the love of God, just chill out. Thank you. Moving on to my last topic. Shoutouts. Number 1, gotta give it to Johnny Knox. Glad to see you land on your feet, my boy. No pun intended. That came off poor taste. My apologies. This is how I am. But glad to see you getting a gig in broadcasting. I will definitely peep out some of your games and hear what you got to say because I have a strange feeling you're going to be very, very good at this. You're one of my guys that you were the wish I could have. You know, that injury was so grotesque and completely, of course, career-ending. But your peak was so visible. And I wanted you to get there, man. You were so fast. You had great hands. You could run routes. You blocked like a monster. Oh, man. The could have beens, right? Anyways, shout out Johnny Knox. Congratulations. Shout out number 2. Not really a shout out for you, but a shout out for the reason why I'm giving you the shout out. Andy Dalton. Congratulations, I guess. You got a new deal. You're going to get some money. You're going to play some games maybe one day. Who knows? You're coming into the Saints where you have a chance to beat out Taysom Hill. Sad that you have to have a chance to beat him out. But okay, whatever. This shout out is more aligned with your contract. You got the same contract dollars that Dallas gave you. This goes back to my original point. Ryan Pace overpaid the hell out of everyone to make sure he signed somebody. He was an optics guy, not a talent evaluator. So shout out Andy Dalton for getting a contract. Good luck, good riddance, whatever the fuck I'm supposed to say about you moving forward. Bye. And lastly, I had to touch on it. Shout out to the Oscars. You made me pay attention to something I've never paid attention to in my whole life, which is the Oscars. Honestly, if Will Smith didn't slap the shit out of Chris Rock, I probably wouldn't even know the Oscars were on in the first place. But you know what? You did something that is really important for the history of award shows. You entered the entertainment space that WWE and these other AEWs occupy. So now people are going to tune in hoping for the next shocking moment. And at the end of the day, you may not ever have one again, but you boosted ratings for a couple more. So that's cool. Good job. I'm just going to say it was completely fake, but we can go on that a different day. Different topic, not sports related. But shout out anyways, because I appreciate what you did. Coming in at the 8.5 minute mark, giving you guys a minute and a half back of your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following. Again, follow me on Twitter, Yacoub713. Follow the page, Yacoub Corner Pod. Follow everybody on the DaTailgate Show, including the DaTailgate Show page. So that's Eric J, that's B Diddy, and that is True Biscuits and Gravy. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.